What's going on, everybody? Coming in with my thoughts on some of the new Apple products that have released in the past week or so. Now, just to forewarn you, I don't have this product in hand, but what I'm going to be talking about today is going to be the new iPhone SE second generation. Now, I don't want to get into all of the ins and outs of, what this phone does. I'm going to briefly glance over it. Essentially, it's an iPhone 8 body with the real thick bezels, the Touch ID, with the A13 chip in it, the same chip that's in the new iPhone 11s, which is awesome. Essentially, it's a supercharged iPhone 8, and I think it's a really smart product. It's something that Apple has not done yet. They really have never had a budget option that's brand new. I remember the iPhone 5C. It was the plastic body. We've seen the SE in the past. You could even make the argument for the iPhone XR. They've always had a budget option within each tier that they've released for the past few years. But this is the first time that they've actually come out with an all-new phone, released on its own, at the price point of $400 in the day and age when an iPhone 11 Pro is going to start at $1,000. And that's for their base 64 gigabyte, which if you're buying a Pro, you're probably not going to buy the base 64 gigabyte. However, for this iPhone SE second generation, it's got the same base of 64 gigabyte, but for $400. And that is incredible. I am a huge fan of this release. Now, will I be going out and purchasing the iPhone SE second generation to replace my XS Max, which is a generation old, about to be 2 generations old, with the 12 release imminent, probably coming in the next few months? No, I will not. I'm going to keep my XS Max. I'm a huge fan of this phone. It's serving every purpose I need it to, and so I've got nothing wrong with it. I will not be spending $400 to change my new phone. I'm not going to call it an upgrade. I don't see it as that. I'm not going to be spending that much money to change the phone that I currently have. So then that's all very confusing. Why am I such a big fan of this new iPhone if I'm not willing to switch to it? Well, there's a couple reasons. First off, I think for people that have an iPhone 6, 7, or 8, this is a no-brainer. If you're somebody running an iPhone 6 or even a 5, I've seen those still out in circulation, this makes it a very easy switch to just upgrade. And you're probably going to be getting a greater capacity or the same capacity as the old phones that you're currently carrying around. And if you're still using the iPhone 7 or the iPhone 8, which is basically the same body style and the same fit and finish, this is even a better upgrade because now you're getting this new phone with a crazy chip in it. It's going to go so much faster than what you're used to. And you're getting an incredible camera. You're getting a 12 megapixel camera that can shoot 4K video. That's far and above what your iPhone 7 and 8 can do right now. Now, for somebody like me who uses the XS Max, I am a little too accustomed to bezel-less screens. I like the edge-to-edge screen. I consume a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of Netflix. I surf the web, I play games on my phone. Having that larger screen really suits me well. I don't foresee myself ever downsizing my phone screen, at least not in the near future. However, there's a lot of people out there that aren't like me. They don't care about the bezels on the top and the bottom. They don't care if I get edge-to-edge screen. They want an iPhone because it works. It's easy to use. It's very intuitive. Something that, you can still watch YouTube videos on and it's still gonna look pretty good. That's all they're looking for in a cell phone. Enter iPhone SE second generation. Perfect upgrade. However, there is one other reason that I think, or a lot of people could benefit from this $400 phone that I haven't seen a lot of the review people talking about. And that is buying this as a camera. Just a camera. Now, Apple has been making this massive push on their iPad. Their tagline these days is essentially, your next computer is not a computer. I'm going to use that tagline for the new iPhone. I'd say your next camera is not a camera. And that's been true for a long time, right? People have been taking amazing photos on cell phones for years. but at a high cost. And you're using your cell phone for it, the phone that you're making calls on, texting, FaceTiming. You're doing everything day in and day out on the same phone. You're having to bring extra chargers, plugging it in during the day. If you're trying to record a video, you're tied up on that phone. You can't make any calls. You can't text anybody. The GoPro I'm shooting on right now, one of the main reasons I purchased it is because I was sick of tying up my phone every time I wanted to make a video, or I'd be in the mid video and I quickly wanted to look something up because I forgot it, or I wanted to have notes up. And I couldn't do that because I was using my cell phone to record YouTube videos. I paid $400 for this GoPro. This GoPro is great. It's waterproof. I've swam in it in the ocean. It's been extremely covered in sweat. It's been covered in paint, dust, debris. It's excellent. That's why I purchased it. But it cost me $400. And I'm not using it as an action camera every single day. Its primary use is to record me just sitting here. The iPhone SE second generation is $400. It can record 4K video, which is better than what I'm getting on this camera right now without doing the super wide view. It can also, if you wanted to, edit that video directly on there using iMovie or using any other app you want. It's got iOS 13 and it's going to keep upgrading. You can share the videos without any sort of SD card or plugging anything in. If you've got an iPhone or if you've got an iPad, you can airdrop all those videos to whatever device you want. No cables, no cords. It's completely wireless. And not only that, there are so many companies out there, two that come to mind, Moment and Beast Cage, that make really high quality camera gear specifically designed for the iPhone. There's a lot of people out there that want to start podcasts, start an Instagram page, start a YouTube channel, and they're always looking for like, what can I get? What kind of gear? These cameras are costing me $1,000, $1,200, $2,000 with lenses, and then you have all the specific batteries. There's just a lot that goes into a lot of camera equipment. And if you just want a simple setup, you can just get a $400 iPhone. You're going to be recording 4K off of that. And if you want to slowly upgrade it, get a couple lenses. Use one of the companies that make lenses specifically for that model. And now you've got better quality photos, higher quality videos for much, much cheaper. And again, you can't beat the fact that I can airdrop it to my actual phone if I want to edit off that, or just edit it right off the iPhone SE. There's no reason you can't do that. It makes a lot of sense in my mind. And I think that's something that people should be looking at. It's going to be smaller than any other camera that you have to tote along with you. It's more versatile. Don't forget, if it starts to die or if you need to recharge it, you're not using proprietary chargers or charging blocks or taking batteries out and putting it into outlets. You can wirelessly charge it. You can use the exact same charger you're using on your cell phone, on your camera. And I think this specific model needs to be thought of as less than a new iPhone or a new cell phone. And for a lot of people that already have the latest phone and they use it for all their content consumption and a lot of their photo taking, this can be looked at as a camera, something that you can take better photos with, you can take a video with, you can use it as a camera for your YouTube channel for $400. I don't know, that's my opinion. You're not getting all this fancy cameras that you do on, say, the iPhone 11 Pro, but if you want to throw a lens on the iPhone SE second generation, you can. And then on your regular daily driver, you're not walking around with a big lens on it or forgetting your lens or having special cases that you might not want to carry every day. You don't run into that problem. It's a totally separate item that you can use for camera functions. And I think it's great. I don't think that's what Apple intended. I honestly haven't heard many people talking about that. I don't know how many people are like me and they like to keep their content camera and their cell phone separate. Obviously, a lot of people are using DSLR cameras and they're giant and they're heavy. And I think a lot of people that want to start a channel are looking in that avenue. I'd encourage you to look in this way. Just check out an iPhone. It's $400. You're not going to be breaking the bank on it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Am I on the right track here? Do you agree with me? Do you think that the iPhone SE second generation is a good phone to start up a YouTube channel, to start up an Instagram page, so you can have a dedicated content creation machine at the ready and free up your cell phone for what you're already using your cell phone for? Or is that a useless purchase? Would you rather buy a DSLR camera, and would you rather just drop all that money at once for that big rig? I don't know. Personally, if I was in the market for a camera today, I would buy the iPhone SE 2nd generation. I think it's a great option. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit that like button if you agree with me. Hit that subscribe notification and that bell so you're not going to miss out on any future content. And it does help the channel out quite a bit if you do that. I've got another video coming up soon. We're going to be talking about the iPad Magic Keyboard, my thoughts on it, and I don't want you to miss it. So go ahead, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember, in everything we do, we're all in progress.